devices and cords, and let's just make sure all is up and working. Yeah. So give me just a few seconds, guys. Okay, I think we're doing it, okay? We'll see, okay? We are definitely on a couple of different platforms here, you guys, and bear with us. We're trying something new this week with the advice of one of my friends. So we are streaming to 3 locations right now. So don't feel like we're spreading ourselves thin. We just know that we've got some great things we want to show you, and everybody's different. Everybody has their favorite platform. So I'm live here on Facebook. I am streaming on YouTube and also on TikTok. So if you guys see me looking around, that's why. So welcome everybody. Do me a big favor for those Facebook friends I have on here. Please say hello in the comments. And TikTok, I would love to see you guys say hello as well. And I can just see that I feel like I've been in a windstorm, because walking back and forth between our warehouse and our studio space, it is blowing so hard out there. I guess I should have looked in the mirror before I came live, but oh well, this is what you get, guys. We have really had some fun here. I love my new studio space. It gives me the ability to just go live whenever I can. I don't have to worry about everybody packing and doing all kinds of crazy things. So we're just going to get going. If you have any questions or comments, you guys, do me a big favor. Just write them right into the comments, and I will try to stay up with everybody, okay? So I will be looking at different places to see comments, so bear with me. Okay, last night, we did a charger, and oh my gosh, it came out gorgeous. We'll have it on our blog post soon. And tonight I'm going to do another one, but this one's going to be Christmas focused, okay? The one I did last night was more for fall. It could go from our Halloween all the way through our Thanksgiving. And you guys, these are just Dollar Tree chargers, okay? And I'm going to tell you, it's the cheapest place to find them. I know that I've found them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. They're normally $3.99, $4.99, so you got a little bit more invested. But if you go and hang out at Dollar Tree, I think they always have them in stock. I lightly sand the surface because this is some kind of plastic, okay? So we always want to prep and make sure that we're going to have really good adhesion. So lightly sand, clean with some rubbing alcohol, and then Bondago, okay? Bondago, if y'all are not familiar, is a paint and primer all in one, and its primary feature, okay, that the product has is it's really great for adhesion. It sticks to just about anything. I use it on my tumblers. I use it on plastic, glass, metal. I use it on just about everything. We have Bondago in black, white. The white is tintable, off-white, and clear. So there's lots of options, okay? So yesterday, I had another one I started here. Okay, this is definitely one of my Hobby Lobby ones, because this one was $3.99, okay? And I already put the Bondago off-white down. Plus, it is sticky. So if you see that it looks shiny, you guys, my shiny plate, it's not a plate, it's a charger. It's larger than a plate, okay? It's because it's nice and sticky and it's ready to go, okay? So we're ready for our foil application. This one I'm actually going to do in 2 layers, which I've been having a lot of fun. Stephanie, I sand with normally 220, okay? I don't go too rough because you're not looking to like make the surface rough. You're trying to just kind of get through whatever factory finish that they have on there, okay? So I have here, this is our Elsa foil, which is some beautiful, beautiful snowflakes, you guys, okay? If you guys can all see that. And we're going to use that one second. Hello, Diana, Stephanie, Jean, Joanne. We got a lot of people in the house tonight. So awesome. So Elsa is going to be my second layer of foil. And we're going to actually start with a pearl white to give myself my base. And I was thinking, you know, what would be a beautiful, beautiful Christmas look? And I went for pearl white because I figured that will be a nice, beautiful, pearly background. And then I will layer the Elsa over the top of that. So you could possibly go ahead and just do even a metallic pearl if you have that handy as your base. But if you are going to use metallic paint, you guys, do me a big, big favor and allow that to dry like overnight, because all your metallic paints are super, I don't want to say they're thicker or anything, but they have metal particles. Okay, you can't say that too fast. Metal particles in the paint, which just takes longer to dry, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do a section at a time. Let's see, where are all my scrubbers, okay? I was working in the bathroom again on our bathroom project, and I was transferring in there as well, okay? Let's see, hello Rita, welcome, welcome, and Linda, thanks for hanging out, guys. Okay, so as always, to transfer, just scrub, okay? Oh my gosh, this transfer is so pretty. If you guys are looking for a white, okay, this is a beautiful, beautiful pearly white. It's not pure white, okay? There is a color difference. It leans to a really soft pearl. Okay, I'm going to get you guys zoomed in a little closer on Facebook, okay? And our white foil that we have is not pearly, but it will definitely transfer to a really pretty white, and that one has opacity to it, or a little bit more opacity. This one's just pearly, okay? And I want to see if I can get this up close and you guys can see the difference of transferred and not transferred. Okay, I want to show it to all of you so that way you can see how pretty that is coming out. I'm going to get this really up close to our Facebook viewers, okay? So this top section here is transferred. You guys are getting me really up close, okay? And then because it's going to grab on the outside edge first, I'm just going to go ahead and work around the outside edge, and then I'll dive into the center. And, you know, I get this question a lot, you guys. People will ask me, so what is the purpose of a charger? A charger is a fancy plate that goes underneath your dinner plate when you are going for, you know, your holiday decor, or if you are just one of those people that are just over the top and always have a decorated table. Chargers are wonderful because you can have them for all occasions. So for Halloween, you could do some chargers and make them green or purple or just a couple of fun colors. For Thanksgiving, we did our, I'll bring it over here in a minute, you guys, because it came out so gorgeous. We did the copper green slade, which is like a rust patina look. So pretty for Thanksgiving. Okay, so when you're transferring, if you scrub and you lift and you still see some left onto the carrier, you guys can always put that carrier back down and scrub again, okay? Now here with my piece that I have that has, I want to open here a little bit bigger, guys, for Facebook, sorry. So you see all the pieces and parts I have. Okay, to use this scrap, you're better off to get rid of and cut off all the areas that are used, because those are going to stick super, super good on that foil adhesive. So I'm going to use that as a scrap and use it later. I'm going to get a fresh piece and lay this down on the inside here, okay? That way it's going to go all down inside. I don't have to worry about any of the exposed carrier getting stuck into the foil adhesive, and we can scrub the whole center. So I'm just going to make sure I'm caught up with everybody. If anybody had, oh, you guys haven't had any questions. You're all just saying hello. Well, thank you. Let's see, a charger is a way to save on laundering, trips off the edge of plates and lands on the charger and not the cloth. Okay, so if you're super, super fancy and you put a beautiful dining room table down, yes, the charger will help, okay? And they also can dress up your table so well. Now, if you're not so fancy as to want to use chargers as a traditional charger, and dress up your dinner table. I think they make great centerpieces. So I will use them to decorate this way. And instead of putting them under our dinner plates, I will use them to be like the base of the centerpiece. And I can get like a gorgeous large glass vase, or I could put a pumpkin here, or I could put just candles. You know, for Halloween, we could have spiders and spider webs and candles, and small little pumpkins for, you know, going into Thanksgiving. We could have a pumpkin with candles, and we can get some beautiful greenery and just make it really, really pretty. So now we have a really pretty pearly, okay, plate or charger. Sorry, don't want to say the word plate. Now, this is not like food safe, you guys, just saying here, okay? If you are going to want to, we were talking about this last night, if you did want to do some and maybe create some kind of a serving area, then I would get those like paper doilies that you normally put underneath your cookies and different things like that. I don't know the technical word for them, but they normally are lace looking. They're paper. I think you can get them at the party store. I've seen them in other areas as well. You could put that down first and then put your food on top of it just to make it a little bit more food safe. So Stephanie's even saying that her cabinets are lower than her ceiling, so she uses different chargers for the holidays and puts them up there for decoration. Oh, fun. See, another great way to use the chargers. Okay, so like I said, we're going to do foil over foil. So I'm going to grab our Artsyville foil adhesive, okay? And this stuff is wonderful for, oh, okay, we're having an avalanche over there. Wonderful for just about every surface other than working on fabric, okay? So it's really about the only thing I don't use it on. I'm going out of my big tub because we are getting to the end of the bucket. So if you haven't seen it before, this is what it looks like. It looks white in the container. Kind of a milky white, and I always take it out of the container and put it on what I call my sticky plate. And that way, if I need to add water, I can do that. Plus, I can always put my lid right back onto my container, so I'm trying to keep this fresh. I'm really bad about not pushing it all the way back down because it's just a pain to have to always open a gallon container. So that's why mine has gotten a little bit thicker towards the bottom. So I'm also going to put some water on my plate, and I'm using a mist bottle, not a regular spray bottle. So it's not spraying out as much water as a regular spray bottle would, but this will help you to brush smoother. So let's say you even have a brand new container of foil adhesive. If you're brushing it out and you just don't find that it's brushing smooth, go ahead and add a little bit of water, okay? You don't want to have it feel like it's just dragging, okay? You want it to feel like you're brushing smooth. So just add a little bit of water and you'll be fine, okay? Now, white on white is a little bit harder to see, but you can see the change, okay? So what brand am I using? We're using our own brand. It is called Artsyville Embellishments. I'll hold it up again. If you head directly to our website, which is artisticpaintingstudio.com, or if you're just looking to go to foils, you guys, you can just go to apsfoils.com. It's a nice little shortcut. Just type in foil adhesive in the search box, and it will definitely take you directly to the foil adhesives. I'm going to hold it up again so that you can see that, but it's our brand, like I said, Artsyville Embellishments. We have 4 other foil adhesives on there. The other foil adhesives are all for fabric application. So we got 5 different foil adhesives, okay? 4 are for fabric, lots of options for fabric, and this really is the only one I use for hard surface. Just a little bit more about it, if I got any newbies here, I just always like to remind everybody as well. When you put it on, it looks milky white, just like it did in the container. It will dry, clear, and shiny. So once it's dry, it will just be completely cleared out. It's definitely going to be shiny, and it's going to be super, super sticky, okay? I still recommend that you let it dry 30 minutes, longer if you can. The ultimate dry time is an hour for the product, okay? Now, and I'm not saying you can't go forward sooner than that, but a lot of times I have found that I get my best results if I allow it to dry longer, okay? So it does give it a chance to get to a firm, hard tack instead of just kind of being sticky. We don't want it just to be sticky, especially sticky like it's feeling like it could come off on your fingers. You want a dry, firm tack. So a lot of times I'll put my adhesive on and I just go set it somewhere, let it sit overnight, okay? It doesn't matter how long it's dried, it's never gonna dry beyond a firm tack. So if you get busy or you're prepping a lot of projects you're working on, just get them all prepped, let them all sit. You know, a couple hours later, you could go back and foil them. You could wait till the next night. Hello, hello, Megan. And you just don't have to worry about anything, you know, drying to a point you can't come back and use it, okay? So we're gonna let that sit. About the minimum I ever go, and it's more for when I'm doing kind of like, I wanna say a grunge look, I'm not looking for a perfect transfer, is I'll put the foil adhesive on kind of thin. I'll even use a blow dryer, and I'll transfer within 5 to 15 minutes. And I don't always get a perfect transfer, okay? I mean, you're never going to get an absolute perfect one, but I don't even try to get the perfect transfer. And that's a different look. So there's all kinds of options. There's many different ways, okay? Let's see. Linda says, I'm going to do a few and then put some candles and maybe hand cream, then wipe it with clear wrap and bow on top. Oh, so you're making like a gift bag with it. Oh my gosh, that'll be so pretty. Okay, another idea. Okay, we're always looking for either a hostess gift, Christmas gifts, something that you can do where, I mean, it's $1 for the charger. So it's not a huge investment, okay, guys, to have something pretty to give away. Okay, so let's see. So Megan said, wow, I had no idea. I'm going to have to give it a try tomorrow and let it sit for a while. Yeah, the longer you let it sit, I'll tell you, it is good stuff. But it was designed to be a 30 to a 60-minute dry time. And that also depends on your environment, okay? I know a lot of people have been really super humid at this time of the year. And humidity plays a huge factor in everything drying, not just your foil adhesive, but your paints, your glazes, any kind of product you're working with. Everything's going to dry slower in a humid condition. The other thing is when it starts to get cold, guys, cold also plays a real big factor into everything drying. Again, foil adhesive included. So if you're in a cold area, I'm going to fold that over, it's kind of sticky. If you're in a cold environment, also be aware that things will take longer to dry when it gets cold too, okay? So the next project I'm going to work on, and I'm just going to do a little bit of this because we have so many people that are always talking about and asking how we finish off our projects. And this frame, okay, was done with what's called Chandler Cheetah, okay? I want to try to make sure everybody can see this really good. That's a great, oh, I had a great, oh, there we go. I got to kind of twist it and get the light to reflect off of it so you guys can see. But it's a chalkboard, okay? And it just had a little thin frame on it just to add a little, you know, a little bit of fun, okay? But all of our foils have to be protected afterwards. No matter if you're going to use epoxy, an epoxy alternative, or you're just going to clear coat, okay, because this obviously does not need epoxy on it. If you are, though, going to epoxy, you guys, I do recommend clear coat first, because we have discovered if any of the foil adhesive is exposed, and there always will be, because you're never going to get 100% coverage, that it can repel your epoxy, okay? So it's just a good idea to top coat before the epoxy. Just about any clear coat you have is gonna work, okay? I use Modern Masters, I use Final Coat, and we also have Golden Paintworks, and it kind of depends on what I'm doing or what just happens to be around my table. So don't forget that all your projects need to be protected. And I'm just going to do one side here and just get a little bit of this done. Let's see, I think I've got a clear plate. Okay, that doesn't look like it needs to be stirred. Some products, you guys, I always open and just double check and make sure there's no separation in the container, because if you see any separation, that means you need to stir it first, okay? And with this, you guys, I did not do any foil adhesive on the inside edge just because it had a real deep groove and I wasn't going to mess with trying to foil that. And then even on the top edge of the frame, it still had a deep groove, but I left it just black, okay? And all you have to do is just brush on your clear coat. Depending on what you're going to use it for, you might put on several coats. This is going to be a chalkboard that's going to hang on the wall, not something that's going to get handled, you guys. I'm probably about 1, maybe 2 coats. Okay, I'm done. Doesn't need any more than that, okay? So just make sure though that you do. And as soon as your foils are transferred, you don't have to wait for anything. You can go straight to your top coat, okay? Because there's nothing else to be done. The foils don't have to dry. The foil adhesive has already dried. You're transferring that metallization, go straight to top coat, be done. Okay, I'm not gonna bore you guys with painting that on, but we've just had a lot of people talking and asking questions about top coat. So I wanted to cover that. Okay, now I'm going to super entertain you guys, okay? And I'm being somewhat sarcastic here. We were talking the other day about our talent in the area of making bows or just using ribbon and creating what I call tails. And I started to work on this particular project, which is I want to get my stuff off of here. I'm going to open my screen bigger, guys, so you can see. Okay, so this is a big acorn. I went through the whole process and painted and foiled this live last week, okay? So if you want to see all of the instruction, and we are going to turn this into a blog post and probably a short little video as well, but you can go back to Facebook on previous or last week's lives and see the whole process, okay, guys? So like I said, I painted it live and then foiled it, okay? So the design on here is a stencil, and then it was foiled in a black metallic foil, which is really cool. Okay, let's find Okay, I'm going to try to find a safe spot for that. And we're going to see how my bow making talent is tonight. Leslie says, she's cracking up, saying, I have a bow maker, otherwise I do them with pieces like you do. I have a bow maker too, but I just feel that this project itself, I just like to do the tails, okay? Hello, Joanne and Joanne. We got two Joannes hanging out. Yes, Joanne says she found out that colder weather makes a big difference when you are working with all your crafts. Okay, now I started to play with this last week, but I felt it needed black, and I finally found that I had some cute black gingham. Okay, I'm gonna again scroll or shrink my screen. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I had some black in here. I just figured that this whole fun project had to have black, and I didn't find any the other day, and that's why I kind of stopped. But now that I have the black ribbon, I will go ahead and give this a go. So don't laugh too much, you guys. Bow making is not my strong suit, okay? I basically do this stuff because I know that our projects need to be adorned, okay? We need the extra fluff. It can't just leave it as an acorn. I got to add more. So I'm just going to cut my tails here so they're have those little points. And again, I don't know all the technical words. I'm a painter. I'm an artist, okay? I don't know all the little technical words of what I'm doing, and I'm sure somebody over here, Leslie's probably going to go ahead and tell me what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to make it where all of these are just slightly shorter, okay? And just going to layer them over the top. That one almost doesn't even look like I cut it. Okay, let's cut that a little bit more. Get a little bit more aggressive there on that one. And then I have one other ribbon, and it's also a little bit of a gingham, so I'm not sure. Dovetails, thank you. So I don't know if I need this one because it's going to give another little layer, okay, of color. And I'm not sure if I can just go ahead and go with these three, or just go ahead and add the fourth one as well. But I think I'm just going to stay with these three. 3 to me is a nice number. I love having odd number in most things I do. And we're going to do this twice, okay? So I'm again. Leslie says no. I'm not sure what that was about, but sometimes I keep rambling on and I'm not always sure what part of the conversation I am still in or not, okay? And like I said, I'm no expert at this. Oh, no to the other one. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Thank you. I stopped myself, okay? And then I'm going to make this one a little shorter than the first one, okay? So that way I can move them around and they're not going to be covering each other, okay? I'm just trying to make sure y'all can see. I'm going to turn, let's see. I feel like, okay, there we go. I moved my camera a little bit more so everybody can see what I'm doing. I don't want you not being able to see what I'm doing, okay? But I'm telling you guys, when you get to this part and you start blinging out your projects, you're done with all your painting, it's really nice to have a cabinet full of ribbon. And I have more ribbon than I really thought I did. I was just like, dang girl, you've been collecting some ribbon. You might also start using this stuff. But it is fun. I normally don't mind doing this by myself. I'm just not, I have not perfected this part of my craft. And I figured, okay, well, I'm just going to show you how I do it. hopefully some of you will learn something from this. Okay, I need some pipe cleaner, will help. Let's see how organized I am and if I can find it right away. Aha. Not bad. Let's get out a couple of these. I have learned from some of the best in the industry, okay? I love it. Leslie says a couple of people have named this sloppy bow. I like a sloppy bow, okay? It is definitely more my forte, okay? And I'm just pinching so that I can get a nice pinch towards the middle. And we're gonna do that for both. Don't laugh, Leslie. Okay, trying to make sure I've kind of got these lined up. They're about right. I'm going to use some pipe cleaner on here, and I'm going to twist as tight as I can to keep that started, okay? Now, I have a sloppy bow going, okay? I'm going to kind of move my screen around. It's okay, Leslie. I get it. And so you can play all of these ribbons, have the wire in them so that you can play with them. You can move them around, you can twist them, you can get them to do whatever you want, which is really cool. So I'm always getting ribbon that has the wire in it. Yeah, Leslie, Damon is absolutely the best. And my first ever wreath I got to make alongside Damon the first time that I met him at the Crafters Convention, which was awesome. A huge part of my life that changed because now I'm also in Damon's mastermind, okay? For those of you that are in business, if you don't have a group of people that you're able to talk business with and have them just cheer you on and help you grow, you need to find your peeps. You need to find your group, okay? Yes, that's right. Leslie was there. I think he was shocked that anybody had actually lifted their hand because he was asking if anybody had never made a wreath, okay? I think it was destiny, okay, that I was meant to be there and meant to get that opportunity. Okay, so I'm probably not doing this right. I know a lot of people like hot glue guns, okay? But I'm just kind of sticking all of this foliage that I have in here, and I used just the pipe cleaner, okay, to tie it together. So now that I have that going, okay, I still need something for the center because we don't want to see my pipe cleaner. We don't want to see all of that boring stuff. So I think maybe I'm going to test, okay? Either I'm going to wrap the center with the orange, okay, my burnt orange. So that will be my little ribbon, okay? And I can keep moving things around. I don't have any acorns, I think, left. So I'm gonna have to probably go shopping. Okay, I probably need to go back to Michael's and get some more. But I have another one of these pieces of leaves, okay? You can put another one of those in. Let's see, this technique is good for fabric scraps. Oh, yes, yes. So I'm going to, so I don't know, should I go the gingham, the black? Okay, the black's a little bit smaller. Oh no, I almost think I like the orange better. What you guys think, okay? The orange in the center, holding it all together, or should I go just gingham? The black gingham. I don't know. I feel like when I put the orange there, it just really feels like that's it. So I'm going to make a decision all on my own. I know, surprising here. I'm going to cut off a piece. And I've also been taught you can roll your edges over, okay? So say this is wider than you want, you can roll your edges and make it narrower, okay? And still use that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep mine a little bit wider because I think all of that color in the center is going to be great. Now here's where I'm sure hot glue gun again is great, but I am just using my pipe cleaner to twist everything together. And I'm gonna pull that out a little bit further. I think I need to still get some more little bits and pieces. I don't know if I have anything else for greenery. Let's see, I have some other greenery here, but it's more for Christmas, okay? But maybe some of this little pieces would actually kind of work, getting a little bit of color in there. Not too much, not the berries, okay? I can't do the berries, but it looks like I need to go shopping. I find like I've got more picks left from Christmas than I do from anything else. Okay, so let's take a look and see how I actually did, okay? Like I said, I really know that I've got to, I want to add some acorns or find something else to also go in here. And now I get to fluff. I like the fluffing part because I think that's when I feel like I'm actually designing again and creating, and I get to fluff everything and move stuff around. And okay, I'm going to open back up here a little bit bigger, okay? Because this is a big acorn, you guys. This is not a little project, this is a big project. But look how fun that is, okay? Look how much interest, and just makes it now look finished. So, and I still need to fluff, okay? I feel like I just got to get that side going down, but I think that's going to come out absolutely gorgeous. We're going to have a winner here. Larry says, late to the party. Did you get the pipe cleaners at Michael's? Actually, I think I got those pipe cleaners at the Dollar Tree, okay? Look at these. They're orange. I think I really do think they were called tinsel stems. And for some reason, I thought they might be, it's either Michael's or Hobby or Dollar Tree. I think they're Dollar Tree, okay? Yeah, I feel like I need some pine cones. I feel like it needs something else, okay? But that's pretty much it, you guys, okay? So I just need to attach it on here. And glue is probably the best, but I'm probably gonna get my staple gun out and just staple it in, okay? Probably not the best thing, but okay. That is it, okay? And again, if you guys want to see the full tutorial of what was done so far on this project, head to Facebook, last week's lives. This was done over a couple of days where I did all the base coating one day, and then I came back and did the stencil and the foiling so you can see the whole project. Now that we're done, we'll get this finished and get the blog up also, okay? So I want to say thank you. I appreciate you guys all being here from everybody. So my YouTube viewers, Facebook, and TikTok, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. If you have any questions, the best place to always do is head to Facebook and leave them in the comments, okay? Once we're done here on TikTok, it all goes away, okay? I'm sorry. I think my phone's going to probably die soon too. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for hanging out. Hey, tomorrow night we have Foil Club Crafting Night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard. And this is a night that we feature this month's foils and do some projects with you. So not only are we going to have the foils, but this month we also had glitter as an add-on. So we're going to break out the glitter. We're going to show that off as well. And I have some fun projects to create with you guys with those foils. So we'll see you tomorrow night, 5-ish, okay, Pacific Standard Time. So we'll see you then. Bye, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me.